Hello once again. Today we're going to be talking about all this business that Fernando Alonso is going to the Indianapolis 500. Lucky bastard. Yeah, so basically, what is a better race course? I've not really been a big fan of the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm a big Formula One fan, as you know. Well, if you care. Yeah, and I've also been a fan. I haven't watched it many years though of IndyCar. Used to watch it years ago when Sky, back in the early 90s, very early 90s when we first got Sky. Sky Sports used to be free. And there was only one Sky Sports channel, but there was other sports channel. I think back then Sky, I think we only had about maximum about 40 channels, not even that probably on Sky. But I just found that Sky, I don't know, there was always more to watch. There was always more to watch on Sky back then, even though we only had about 40 odd channels. I think only about 10 of them we used to watch on a regular basis, well, when something was on. But it was just more to watch back then, as I'm going off at a tangent already. Yeah, but let's get back to the subject. As I say, do you remember Screens? If you had Sky for a long time, do you remember Screen Sport? They used to show all sorts of sports on that. Different motor racing. That's how I knew about NASCAR, IndyCar and all that. Eurosport was another one. I'm sure they're still there, but I don't watch a lot of TV these days. No, but all the IndyCar, I think it was either on Screen Sport or Eurosport. I think it later was on Sky Sports, but no, but that's when it was free. But anyway, so if you know about IndyCar, you'll know about the Indianapolis 500, which is a big race over there, probably the biggest race over there. When I say over there, I meant the United States. Sorry. Yeah, it's a big sort of oval track. Well, it's not even oval. It's more of a rectangle. If you look at it, well, it's not rectangle, but you know, it's curved, but it's sort of not oval shaped, but it's like dry. It's got four straights, two big straights, two little straights, and the rest of them joint up with curves, which are all the same. But it's a spectacular race. It's a great race. Don't get me wrong, but that's why I enjoyed that IndyCar racing, because all the tracks were different. You know, you had short ovals, big ovals, all sorts of different racing tracks over there. That's why I quite like IndyCar. The cars were more even. This was back years ago. I haven't watched it recently. Formula One, yes, I always like Formula One. Don't get me wrong, but just Monaco Grand Prix ain't one of my favourite tracks to watch. It only gets interesting when there's a crash. I didn't mean to sound morbid or nothing, but it's always a motor racing. It's always interesting when there's crashes, isn't there? As long as no one gets hurt, but as long as there's a crash, you think, wow. Yeah, or a good race. You know, Monaco Grand Prix. What is the point of it these days? It's just glamour. That's why it's on the Formula One calendar. It's just about glamour. It's the jewel in the Formula One crown, isn't it? Where all the millionaires and billionaires, rather, can bring their exotic yachts and flash motor cars and all sorts of stuff. Have the expensive champagne on the. I fucking want that lifestyle. That's what I fucking want. That's why I'm so fucking annoyed. I want that fucking lifestyle. No, well, it never happened. I can dream. Yeah, but it's not a exciting race because you can't overtake hardly on it. It's just hard to overtake. It was all right for back in its day when the cars wasn't as quick as what they are and sophisticated today. Yes, there was always good drivers. You've got to be a good driver, yeah. But okay, technology wasn't advanced back then. I'm talking about the 40s and 50s when basically Formula One got underway. But it's always been a racing track for pre-Formula One days as well. So yes, I think the racing might have been better back then because, you know, cars probably overtook, you know. Yes, I mean, you've always got skilled drivers. You've got to be skilled no matter what back then, now. But it's not an exciting race. It's not one of the most exciting races on the Formula One calendar. But in fact, it's one of the worst. It's just a boring, twisty track. It's like the Hungaroring. It's another track that I can't stand watching half the time. It's just so boring. It's so slow. Because you can't really get any speed up, you know, to try and overtake someone. And there's not much room to overtake at all. But at least let's get back to the Indianapolis 500. Yes, it's just, you're just doing that all the time, but at least you get some overtaking done. You see some good racing at the Indianapolis 500. Yeah, I do miss watching it. I haven't watched it for at least over 20 years. Over 20 years I haven't watched IndyCar. When I was in the States, almost 10 years ago I was over there now, I used to watch NASCAR. I got into NASCAR racing, but I got into watching that years ago when I found it on Sky. I think it was on Screen Sport or Sky Sport. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. I honestly can't remember. But now Sky, you got to fucking pay for everything. I know for a long time you had to, but it's all bullshit now. Even Sky got the Formula One. It's bullshit. But yeah, well, I'll pay for it, but it's not the point because you always used to. It used to be on the BBC. Then it got taken over by ITV. ITV was shit. Well, it was shit on the ITV because you had the commercials fucking ruining it. Yes, you had commercials on when I was watching IndyCar back in the day. And if you lived in America, fucking hell, they're overkill with commercials. Like 10 minutes. It's about 10 minutes each fucking time there's a commercial. A fucking commercial break. Fucking hell, they live on fucking TV and commercial over there. Fucking, this is just not the point. The fucking, remember, the programme used to start. When the fucking thing started, there was a commercial break. That's something that fucking Americans go over the top with over there. It's commercials. Fucking hell. Just ridiculous over there. I know it's getting worse here and all. Fuck it, that's not. I don't watch a lot of TV. It's just what's on TV these days is just utter shit. Nothing worth watching. No, it's just crap. Just crap on TV these days. Just absolute crap. Football don't appeal to me no more. I'm just getting sick and tired of fucking football. Watching fucking England play. They can't win fucking shit. I've never really been interested in club teams, Premiership or nothing like that. It doesn't not do nothing for me. It's just boring. I just find football boring. Sorry, people are gonna millions and billions of people out there love their football. Yes, okay. That's understandable. But me, I find football utterly boring. It bores the shit out of me. Especially when England play. Oh, fucking hell. They can't do shit. Yeah, it's just like a lot of sports bore me. As long as it's got 4 wheels and a bit of speed, and I'm happy to sit there and watch it. Yeah, people out there is going to say, oh, well, they do say, oh, motor racing's boring. Okay, that's your entitlement. You can say that. But I'm definitely going to stick to saying I think football's boring. It bores the shit out of me. Seeing loads of fucking overpaid pussies that every time they get fucking tackled, they fall on the grass. Oh, fucking legs hurting. It is a red card. Fucking get up and play the fucking game, you fucking cunt. Oh, jeez. You see these motor racing drivers, they fucking have a crash at 200 miles an hour. And they walk away from it with a bit of a limp. Okay. A little fucking graze on the legs, a little fucking running around the pitch going, oh, my fucking legs fucking falling off. and a fucking driver just gets out of the car and walks away from it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it'd be good to see Alonso in IndyCar racing, or the Indianapolis 500. Who knows? He might go to IndyCar, like a lot of Formula One drivers. Well, these like mid Formula One, well, mid-pack Formula Ones. But then Nigel Mansell went over there and made a big impact when he went over there. I mean, he was the Formula One world champion and went over there and became the IndyCar world champion, or whatever they say in America. Well, it's an international event. I mean, lots of people go over there and race, so it's not the Americans that go over there. I mean, all sorts of nations go over there. It's a good sport. I like IndyCar racing. I honestly think it's well close. It's very good racing. I'd like to watch it again. I have to find it on my Android box somewhere. Probably on there somewhere. I just got to look. Yeah. So just be good to see Alonso. He might do well. You never know. He starts off the Indianapolis 500. You never know. He does well. I mean, Montoya started off in IndyCar racing, came over here, did well in Formula One. All right, he didn't become world champion or nothing, but he won quite a lot of races. So yeah, so it could work unless Michael Andretti. Oh, it was a bit of a disaster, weren't it, when he came over? Done well in IndyCar. He came over here, drove for McLaren, and fucked it up. He quickly went back there, didn't he? He quickly went back to IndyCar. Yeah, Formula One. No, I can't do that. Yeah. So yeah, it's good motor racing. I think they're both good motor racing. Yeah, but if I had the choice, if I was a racing driver, once again I can dream. If I was a racing driver, what would I prefer to race on? Monaco or the Indianapolis 500? Definitely would say the Indianapolis 500. Just get some speed, you know, passing cars, you know, Monaco Grand Prix, you just following the car around, unless you get pole position, then you're fucking laughing. Yeah, I'll probably prefer to race on the Indy 500. But I don't know what the payout. I know the payout's good on the Indy 500. I don't know what. Obviously, the payout's good on if you win the Monaco Grand Prix. But I don't know. I think to me, it's more exciting to race on the Indianapolis. That would be it. I would choose Indianapolis over Monaco anytime, especially to watch as well. Because at least in the grandstand you can see all of the track, especially if you sit up high, you can probably see all of the track. 2.5 miles oval, yeah. But Monaco, you just see, but it's like any racing, track racing, you just see a part of the track. But yeah, I would say I would rather race at the Indianapolis 500 any day. More exciting to watch. It's just, I thought when Formula One went there, okay, it wasn't the full oval, it's just like a track inside the Indy 500, obviously using the banks as well. Even that was quite good to watch. It's a shame they stopped it there. It's certainly a better track than what they're using now at Texas. Yeah. So if you're a racing fan, what would you prefer to watch? And what would you prefer to race in if you had the chance? I'm definitely sticking with the Indianapolis 500. Because, well, races I've seen have been more exciting than Monaco Grand Prix, unless there's a crash. Don't mean I'm not being morbid. I'm not being morbid. Morbid? Oh, morbid. No, I'm not going to be. No. Anyway, I'm going to end it now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and goodbye.